Hello, everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? How's your week been so far? It's just Tuesday, but for me right now, it kind of feels like it's already Thursday. I don't know why I'm already so exhausted. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing? Can you guys hear me okay? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. Today, I'm giving myself a challenge. I'm going to be doing 3 videos, one after the other. I will explain the reason for the 3 videos as we go along. But each time, it's going to be timed for 20 to 40 minutes per video. So the plan is to get you out of here in an hour and a half at the most. So let's see how we do. So guys, our faves are hibernating and I absolutely love it for them. That Nigerian trip must have been a lot. It's not just the fact of the it was 3 days, but um, they have to, I'm sure, follow up all the leads that they generated from going to Nigeria, dealing with things on the home front. A lot to organize. Also, they have their docu-series, the cooking show, the polo show, all of this. I love it for them that they are just away minding the business that pays them, where the media are desperate to know what they're doing so that they can sabotage them. But no way for them to be able to do that because they don't even know what they're doing. Love it. Meanwhile, William, he's got the world stage, and let's have a discussion to see what he's doing with it and whether he's able to mind his business. Okay. So, William's transition to being solo monarch in waiting is almost complete. Have you guys noticed? The puff pieces that the media have been putting out aggressively this week are almost ridiculous, to say the least. And the valiant effort to try and make him into this statesman is funny. It is almost funny. It indeed is assuming the mental, emotional, psychological role of the emperor that had no clues, just bumbling along stupidly each time, making mistakes as he's going along, and not even having the clarity of mind, thought, or capacity of intellect to even realize the kind of mistakes that he's making. Quite unfortunate. Hello, Sussex love. How are you doing? How are you doing? As Wendy Williams would say. I know she's not exactly everyone's favorite person, but I love that catchphrase of hers. How are you doing? Anyway, so talking about William, so he's trying to maximize his use of the fact that he finds himself. I'm sure he's quite surprised. He was probably expecting some pushback from the Sussexes. But I love how Harry and Meghan just stay minding their business. They're like, okay, you wanted the headlines, go ahead, have at it. And this is what he's able to come up with. So Newsweek says Prince William enters his statesman era. What are they talking about? Statesman? Is it our William you're talking about? Yes, honey, it's our William. Let's see what they said. So they said, since his accession to the title of Prince of Wales in September 2022, William has stepped into a more prominent role within the monarchy and British life, something Richard Fitzwilliams, a royal commentator, told Newsweek was a natural progression for him as an emerging statesman. Excuse me. Is it the William that has worked 2 days this week that you're talking about? It must be another William. It must be. It must be another William. It cannot be the same William that has only worked 2 days this week. What do you guys think? While I'm waiting to see what you're saying in the chat, I will go on to read the rest of the article that is on the screen. It says William has long been regarded. Get this. They said William has long been regarded as, guess what? The perfect diplomat. The same William. They said he's a perfect diplomat. They said it was who was chosen to pay an official visit to Israel and the occupied Palestine territories in 2018, which he carried out superbly. Last year, he made a surprise visit to British troops in the Ukraine border. He also made a plea for a permanent peace in Gaza in February. He is a fine public speaker, Fitzwilliam continues. The same William, is it the same William who he told those actresses that were acting a very sensitive part in is it the UK awards, which had to do with SA violence, that they must have really enjoyed their role? That William? Help me, help. The computer is not computing. Anyway, they go on to say at the international ceremony at Omaha Beach, where he represented his father, King Charles, who is undergoing cancer treatment. It was a significant moment for him being alongside 24 world leaders. It's amazing to me how they tout him being there as proof that William is actually capable. He was actually capable in the position where he was, and that he had actually earned his right to be there. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It must really help. William reminds me of Northwest in the fact of her being a Nepo baby, and how they both did mess up when it's time for them to put out a performance, and yet they have the confidence of a Beyonce who carries out her performances flawlessly, and they just fail at it and bounce into the room as if they've done something. Like, somebody help me out. Right. Um, Kathy says William believes that the look of a statesman is what makes it so, not the work one puts into it and the earned respect of others. Harry said the look is what matters to them. You know what? You are absolutely correct. This is the reason why it kind of doesn't make sense to me, because I can't compute the look being the thing that is important to a person, and obviously that is all that matters to them, and that's why they can't understand everybody else who tries to put in the work. Like, they couldn't understand Megan because she thought they said they do this and this. Oh, we match because I do that too, only she didn't realize that they want to look like they're doing it while she actually does it. Right. So, I've just been going on without saying hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome to Isabella Banks' YouTube channel, where we discuss all things Harry, Meghan, and their level up journey. If you're new here, I'm Wizzy, and it is absolutely fantastic to meet you virtually. So, um, William is still uh, trying to. Uh, in Nigerian pidgin, which is like the Caribbean patois, they say you go explain tire. William is still trying to explain Kate's absence without coming forward to actually tell the truth about why we are not seeing Kate. Because this article says how Prince William showed that the monarchy is at its strongest now without Kate. He's still trying to explain the reason why Kate is not there and that Kate's absence does not affect his performance in any way whatsoever. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think the people who have been observing William have always realized that Kate has inefficient and unclear in speech as she is, actually acted like emotional support for William the way Camilla does for Charles. Even though Charles is a lot more smoother when it comes to public appearances and actually speaking to people and not horses, but um, William is still struggling. So I don't know how it is, but everything in the media is hyperbole. So I'm not surprised that this is the headline because they're trying to prop him up into a role. Whether he actually has the qualifications, the experience, the efficiency to be able to handle the role, that is a totally different thing altogether. I almost feel like it must be nice to be a Nepo baby. Like you don't even have to try. You just get pushed along, whether you're ready for it or not. Oh, before we continue, guys, if you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. While you're at it, also click the like button. My channel has the videos on my channel have been getting suppressed a lot because the rangers have been coming over and hitting the thumbs down button on the videos. So if you could help me in my battle with the derangers on these YouTube streets by clicking the like button, that would be absolutely freaking fantastic. And also, just a quick reminder that we've got membership on this channel. And if you are wondering what the benefits of this membership is, we'll break it down in a moment. But while we are while I am talking about it, in case you're interested, let me put the link to the membership. Uh, Let me put the link to the membership in the chat so that anyone who would like to join the membership of the channel can go ahead to do so. If you would just cooperate with me and come over here. Here you go. This is the link for anyone who would like to join the membership of this channel. Please go ahead to do so. It helps a lot in keeping me going so that I am able to do this on a regular basis. Keeps the lights on, so to speak. If you have visited my channel before without subscribing, it's time to commit. It's time to commit. Don't continue listening without clicking the like button and the subscribe button. You know you want to. So go ahead. To all my dedicated subscribers, a colossal thank you for your unwavering support. Okay, so on this channel, we have two levels. We've got the $4.99, which has like patron shout outs, channel badges, and chat prioritize and membership milestones, which are celebrated by the channel. And then the second is 12.99, which has everything in the first level of membership, including a YouTube channel spotlight rotation, which is mainly for those people who have YouTube channels and they would like me to promote their channels for them. You also are able to participate in membership giveaways when they do become available, and also exclusive behind the scenes content. I'm thinking about cooking jollof rice one of these days, Nigerian jollof rice, and it will be behind the scenes content. So it will be exclusively available for those people who sign up to the second level of, well, all the members really, but first to the people who sign up to the second level of membership, because it's part of the perks of joining membership. How many people in the chat know how to cook jollof rice? 60 minutes already, and I'm not even halfway. Anyway, you might have heard me say it before, but just to let you, for those who haven't heard it before, one of the reasons why I also, apart from money to keep the lights on, one of my ultimate goals in this lifetime is to establish a non-profit organization dedicated to empowering women in my hometown in Nigeria, where I am looking to be able to empower not just financially, but also reintroducing stuff like etiquette training and promoting gospel through music. Those are my favorite things in the world to learn how to do. I am also in training for those things myself. I just love it. I love learning how to dress myself properly, makeup, conduct myself in social situations, all that stuff. Love it, love it, love it. I think that's one of the things that connects me to this royal talk, because I think that we can all stand to give ourselves the best advantages that we can get. And I realized that um, when you have etiquette training, it does help you out. It does help you advance in every situation, every place that you're at. So, yeah, I would love to finish learning and then share my knowledge with people coming up behind me. I went to a secondary school where they gave us very basic etiquette training. I went, how to walk and how basic feminine ways of discussing. But I want to get to advanced level now. I just love that stuff. Sussex Love says, not me. Really? Oh, I'm going to do it one of these days. Honestly, it will be a blast. We'll have fun doing the jollof rice cookery class. And I'll be sharing one of my family secrets as well on how to make jollof rice. There's some people, can you believe that it was my husband who taught me how to make like what we would say husband stealing jollof rice, like the secret ingredient on how to cook jollof rice. And after eating it, you know those kind of food you eat and you remember the taste even when you close your eyes. Yes, that kind of food. Mhm. So, although people are speculating that Kate might not be here with us and everyone is suspicious of William's updates on Kate's health, one cannot but remember when these comments are made about Kate by William, right? So look at this. You guys remember the headline of Robert Johnson, where he said Kate seen as a great asset will start to step out solo, and how William. It was more in the article about how William wanted to be attending his events without Kate because he felt like his message got lost in the admiration of Kate's hair, her clothes, her shoes. And so he wanted to be appearing by himself. Well, it looks like his plan to transition into the sole face of the monarchy without the distraction of a spouse is almost complete. It's almost there. It's almost there. And I'm sure he's got his everything crossed to make sure that nothing comes to disrupt or delay the plan until he achieves his goal. Because how do you explain this article that came out after Kate's cancer announcement video, and also just citing what the other journalists did, which was the reason why they consider that William is a statesman, right? So all of this has been preparing William. I suspect, this is my point of view, that all of this has been getting William ready to be the sole face of the monarchy. Forget about slim down monarchy. Think only one person being the monarchy. That's literally all that William wants. He wants to be the sole face of the monarchy. Look at this. So they have this actually started since last year. He has, you know how um uh when these big companies want to market or launch something, they begin to prime the audience for the big announcement by dropping hints here and there. That's what they've been doing since last year. This article is dated the 15th of September 2023, when they'll be talking about Prince William wants to be a global statesman. And part of being that global statesman, it feels like he would want to be taken more seriously, or he would be taken more seriously if Kate was not around to distract people from him. All right, so this is William today on a train to discuss environmental issues. Supposedly, this is supposed to be him on a train, but someone put this through an image analyzer and it was said to be 91% AI. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I would be so embarrassed for him if this was AI. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. If it is true. Because this is from isitai.com and they ran this is supposed to be today's photograph and it is 91% AI. So I don't know, but the at the end of the day, what we're looking at here is someone who wanted to be seen by himself without a spouse beside him. He wants to show that it's possible, even though every other world leader often appears with their spouse. Think President Biden, think President Macron, think even the ineffectual Prime Minister of the UK. Like almost all the major world leaders appear to the big engagements with their partners in tow. But William, no, he can't stand to share a little bit, not even that much of the spotlight with a spouse. And so he has literally cleared everyone out of the way so that it would be just him appearing to take center stage. Look at him. This is the most relaxed I've seen him without a scowl on his face. As I said earlier, I don't think anyone believes that Kate actually has cancer. Look at this headline from Sky News. Quite concerned about her health, fresh fears for Princess Catherine's health as royal expert casts doubt over William's updates. They don't even believe what he's saying, but they have no choice but to go along with it. Oh, wow. I believe that Kate is still here. It's just my honest opinion. Uh, it's just that the lie they told about the state of her health as a way to usher in William's ambitions to be the sole face of the monarchy got too big and got away from them, and probably also resulted in them having to cover up the fact that they were divorcing. So they thought, as I've said before in previous videos, divorce cancer was the obvious to them. Cancer was the obvious solution to the problem. And then this is the reason why we're seeing such obvious gaffes as the one where this letter, supposedly written by Kate in US English, was released to the general public. They don't even take the time to be particular about anything, pay attention to detail about anything that they're doing. They just do things any kind of way. Thank goodness for social media. And I can say that they were not used to getting called out for stuff, but it's amazing how they have not still used to the fact that social media exists and that people will fact check them. Like they've been fact checked for so long now, they should be so used to the fact that people will fact check them, but they continue to offer the same rubbish to the public. Hello, everyone. I agree, Kathy Gabby, but he's too lazy and conceited. Oh, Kathy says William wants to be Harry when he would need to be able to find his emotions to do that. I don't think William has any, and therein lies a big problem. Anyway, so this is also the reason why we're seeing repeated storylines like Kate is said to have taken the children sailing. This is an old story that they've just repeated the headline. But then, even if they're repeating the headline, it should make sense in current day. I mean, anyone looking at this story would definitely think to themselves, she's strong enough to go sailing, but she's not strong enough to wave from the balcony at Trooping the Color. I mean, all she has to do is to wave. She is not actually going to be marching, right? She could even sit down and just wave, but she wouldn't. And then all of this incompetency must be driving their staff insane. Insane, I tell you, insane. The level of mediocrity in Kensington Palace is unbelievable. No wonder they're giving rewards to those who show loyalty to them. Like this lady who they said has been promoted to senior private executive. I wonder what that even means in Kate's world. Princess Kate rewards Girl Friday Natasha Archer for her loyalty with new top job as senior private executive at the palace. She is said to be one of the more popular Getty photographers. Is it girlfriend or wife? And I'm sure they're rewarding her for keeping her mouth shut, basically. Ooh, Neva says, in my honest opinion, William doesn't want a woman. He wants to be free with his special friend without any hindrance. The guy has his preference and is not happy with a woman hanging around. Woo! Woo! But okay, but the thing is that why then are they? It's kind of I can get that and I can totally see that. I also think that he is not emotionally capable of handling a mature relationship with another person as part of his psychological profile. Not that I know him well enough to do that, but just from what we see, this is what I can assess to be his profile. Why then are they? Because all the stories that they are churning out about Kate, it just seems to be placeholder stories. Like, what? Why do we need to know that Kate has rewarded her girl Friday. Why do we need to know? Because they're trying to keep her name in the news cycle. And all those stories of her being cited here and cited there, and her taking the kids to do this and they're trying to keep her name in the news in one way or the other, even though we can't see her and it sounds as ridiculous as ever. But they're willing to risk the stupidity just to keep her name in the news cycle. So I get that halfway, but 25%, I'm not really sure what is to be gained by doing that if he doesn't want her around altogether. Is it this gentleman you're talking about? Because they were kind of looking at each other very lovingly that day. Well, guess what? I have almost. So, guys, what do we think? Do we think that William is going to be able to pull off this hoax? And as I said before, forget about slim down monarchy. William is going for solo. He wants to be the only face of the monarchy. Hi, Teresa. That's a new name. She said, hi, Isabellians. I think I will take that. And actually, in my next video, we're going to be talking about how all of this impacts Harry and Meghan. Because if you want to forcibly make yourself the only face of the royal family, that means that it is quite obvious that you're going to be working overtime to sabotage those who can easily, I mean, if Meghan's jam can easily overshadow you, that means that you're going to be working super hard. You're going to be running your legs over like you're running a bicycle, just trying to make sure that you can sabotage Harry and Meghan. And I've suspected this for anyway. We know this already, but what we don't know is the extent to which William is ready to go. And I know that he's one of those people who, because he believes in the strength of the royal family, the strength, the extent, and the reach of the royal family, he won't stop until he is stopped. And however that looks like, whether it's a court case or whatever, he's not going to stop until he is stopped. Without a doubt, this is why in recent times we've seen threats being levied against Harry and Meghan in the name of King Charles, crying, saying that he's missing his grandchildren. He's not content with seeing his grandchildren with video call. To me, all those headlines are nothing but threats. Anyway, we're going to discuss all of this in further detail in my next video, which will be in the next 10 minutes, where I will be discussing all of that and more. So, guys, I will see you in the next one. But before I go, I will just check a few of the comments. Sussex Love says they are stupid. If she was anywhere in America, there's no way that TMZ wouldn't have found her. Teresa, for you and your listeners, thank you very much. I've been thinking about how to get a name for my listeners. So you've just offered me one. Thank you very much. Isabella, I have gay men in my family and he is who he is. Charles and Camilla plans work well. Charles can do what he wants. What are you saying? Oh my God, come back. Join me in the next one. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. I'll be back with the next video in the next 10 minutes. See you in the next one. This is Weezy signing out. Ciao. I did well. I went over by only 5 minutes. All right, see you in the next one.